History has been witness to the rise and fall of many empires. Rome's senators bickered as aqueducts dried. Soviet citizens shivered as their red banners fell. Britain's lords clung to pride as colonies slipped away. Now, the United States, its $36 trillion debt, its society split by angry voices, its global influence fading like a dimming spotlight. The nation teeters on a razor's edge. Let's take a journey through time's hard lessons of economic ruin, military stumbles, and a world turning its back to understand if America is next. In 1945, America was hailed as the world's hero, its dollar a golden promise, its tanks rolling unchallenged, its jazz and movies seducing the globe. Like Rome at its zenith, it felt untouchable, its citizens dreaming of endless glory. But Rome's senators hoarded wealth while peasants starved. The Ottomans watched loyalty erode into whispers of rebellion, the Soviets stretched thin, collapsing under their own ambition. Today, the US mirrors that decay. A $36 trillion debt weighs like an anchor. 32% of wealth clings to the top 1%'s grasp. And the middle class suffers stagnant wages and homes they cannot afford. Infrastructure is crumbling, while grey haired leaders cling to power. Experts predict a multipolar world by 2030. So the question is America's golden dawn slipping into Rome's dusty twilight? The Soviet Union bled out in Afghanistan, $50 billion vanishing into barren mountains with no victory to show. The US walks the same path, pouring $877 billion yearly into more than 750 global bases. $2 trillion wars in Iraq and Afghanistan ending in dust, not triumph. The 2021 withdrawal from Kabul, which saw helpless soldiers fleeing, shattered trust. With a history of botched drone strikes, raining death on innocents, it left a stain of shame. Supporting controversial wars like Iran versus Israel cracks its once shining image as a beacon of justice. At home, fists rise in racial equality protests. The Capitol riots of January 21 echo Rome's peasant revolts. As the nation is split by rage, trust in institutions plummets to 37%. Social rifts in the form of gender wars, race wars, rich versus poor are tearing at its soul. So we ask, can a country so torn still command the world? Britain's empire withered as colonies roared in rebellion and debt crushed its spirit. The US teeters on that edge with 2025's tariff wars. Trump's 15% duties on EU and high tariff threats to BRICS nations are a desperate grab for sales of US goods and weapons. Meanwhile, the US keeps extending a tariff truce to both Russia and China because, as it turns out, they're not so easy to strong arm like many others. Trade wars threaten to slice 1% off of USA's GDP by 2026. Why? Because Americans have to pay for tariffs on imports, which is why countries like Singapore have refrained from using retaliatory tariffs. At the end of 2024, the dollar accounted for 58% of global foreign exchange reserves, down from 65% just 10 years earlier. Meanwhile, national currencies gain ground. America is ignoring environmental issues while China and India pour billions into green energy. China has been working to strengthen trade ties with its neighbors in the face of American threats. Failed climate talks, UN veto brawls, constant threats and berating over trade, and stating blatant lies in media briefings over sensitive geopolitical issues and trade deals, making premature statements on said issues. These have become a common theme in America's foreign policy. Now that the allies are being bullied, isn't America's trust eroding? Some cling to hope. They say the United States might rebound with the help of tech, AI breakthroughs, and strong institutions. But 62% of Council on Foreign Relations experts see a darker 2025. Deindustrialization has hollowed out America's heart. Manufacturing jobs fell from 28% to 8% since 1960, leaving it begging China for 98% of laptops and 80% of toys. While inflation has gone up, wages have not. America isn't falling today, but the cracks scream. Allies cannot be bullied for long. As trust slips like sand, they will find ways to pivot. In business, in currency, in technology, new powers will emerge, new alliances will be formed. Empires die when they blind themselves to flaws. The US clutches fading dominance, its voice fading in a multipolar world. The decline has begun. The only question is, how deep will it plunge? What do you think? Do you agree, or do you think the American empire will flourish? Be sure to tell us in the comments. Thank you for watching.